Welcome to Legacy of Leaders. I'm Dan Edelman, your host from Heritage Capital Group. With me today is Max Sgouridis of Rast Transportation and Logistics Company. Max, thank you for joining me this morning.
Hi, good morning, Dan. Thanks for having me.
Max, there's leaders that are joining us today and watching this, many of them young leaders. You've got an interesting leadership history from a standpoint of really being a leader and starting a business in a foreign country and then more recently moving a part of that business to the United States. If you were a young leader who's looking to make a similar transition to the United States, what advice would you give them?
Well, the advice I would give anyone is basically to never, to always pursue your goals and your dreams. And I think that's the most important advice anyone can get, because at the end of the day, if we don't pursue our dreams, then, you're gonna get stuck. And that's what you don't want in business.
And so part of your dream was moving your business that you started in another country to the United States?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from a young age, I was always fascinated with the USA. I mean, we didn't have a lot. We had TV and we had Hollywood, so the fascination grew very quickly, and that was always my goal. And because some people get comfortable, and I got comfortable in Scotland, where my last station was, I thought it's about time to pursue that dream. If you stay at the standstill, then, life goes on and life's past and you've not done it. I mean, you can always go back, but you can't go forward,
The logistics business that you're in, and especially with Jacksonville, is an international business,
Yes.
Much more so today than it was many, many years ago. Has it been easier to grow your business in the United States than it was to grow it in the prior countries that you were operating?
I would say definitely, because what I love about the US is the networking that people do. You don't see that so often in Europe, because I don't know whether people are, don't want you to be successful, but what I've noticed in the US is everyone, wants you to be successful. So the networking here has been incredible. I mean, something I haven't seen, and I didn't take that into account. So I thought it would be harder, but if you're an open person and you don't shy away, socially, then I have to say the US is a great, great country for business.
So if I'm a young entrepreneur who wants to lead a business and I'm coming to the United States new, how do I build a network?
Well, the network...
Or how have you built your network?
The network, the way I see it is, you have a lot of hobbies. Most people have hobbies. My hobby is soccer. So through soccer, I have a friend, a very dear friend, that's Alex Chirkovich, and he was the founder of Northeast Florida Soccer League. So through there, you'll be on one team, and that team will have, people from every branch. So that's how you build a network. I mean, I was lucky enough to have 2 truck drivers in there, people in logistics, people in insurance, people in the bank industry. So the network growing here has been so fast. I was totally amazed.
Well, and you touch on another part of what I like to emphasize for leaders is getting involved in the community and giving back. And it sounds like that has been an important part of your advancement of your business.
I mean, that's another thing. Even through these kind of things, you can get, you can grow your network. I mean, my wife is a volunteer at the Wildlife Rescue, so we give back. We're a sponsor of the Wildlife Rescue. We're a sponsor of the soccer league, and that's one way of giving back to the community. I mean, my daughter is in Nice High School, so we give back to the marching band, and it's been brilliant like that,
The business benefits and the community benefits.
Exactly.
It's
I
so
mean, it's
important.
all about community as well, So.
And lastly, what's the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur?
The hardest thing, I would say, is to have to reinvent yourself all the time. I mean, it gives you something back, but I would say, you know, the world is so fast nowadays. There's so many innovations that reinventing yourself all the time, you know, gets harder and harder and harder.
And it never stops changing.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you all for joining us today. Hopefully you've gotten something out of this. I certainly have. Max, thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Dan.
And your journey is important for us to realize how important immigrating into this country is and the opportunities that it gives all of us.